Meet Shloka, a pre-med student from Hyderabad with one goal: making cancer detection accessible to every Indian who needs it.
I remember once we walked into the cancer hospital. It was a government cancer hospital. It was just halls, and there were just beds straight through the halls. There were no rooms. People were with their kids because they didn't have anywhere to put them. And after that, I realized I didn't just want to target it from that front. That's the reason why I decided, okay, let's go into oncology. I can help treat it.
That defining moment sparked everything: her foundation, her research, her essays, her future goals.
I run my own organization called the Stargazer Lilly Cancer Foundation, where we run awareness sessions and talks with doctors in numerous villages. As they become more and more aware, they ask more questions. A lot of the times, rural areas don't get as equal access to treatment systems, detection systems. So we go there and we talk to them about how early detection is a must.
But when it came to putting all of that on paper, she needed help. And that's where Clever Harvey came in.
I wasn't really sure how to present my profile. I had everything, but I wasn't sure how to put it on paper. So I had talks with my essay mentor, Lorraine ma'am, and she was very, very open into listening to my story and seeing how we could create a pathway for me to express that. A big part of that came from her constantly telling me, show, don't tell, but show how those experiences changed you. And I think that really drastically changed my essays.
And then came the research. SNP analysis, genetic variations. A professor from the University of Calcutta, work so credible, her own biology teacher heard about it independently.
My bio teacher came up to me on like a random Tuesday, and then he asked me, do you know anybody from the University of Calcutta? I was like, yeah, I'm working on a research paper from Professor Aditya there. He was like, yeah, he was talking to me about SNPs and how he's working with a student that's working on SNP research. I realized that when my unpublished work, it's creating conversation amongst people that I know. What could published work and even more work do in the future?
For a parent who came in with 1,000 questions and real doubts, the process really surprised her.
When you speak to these organizations, they make it seem like so easy. All you need to do is get a 1580, then get this, then get that. And Clever Harvey in that aspect was different. They didn't drive us to what they expect. They were asking us questions of where we are. So it was more like tailoring to what the person is capable to get or where they stand currently, not necessarily saying, oh, you have to, like, don't take the exam if you're not getting 1560. If anybody is debating whether to have an organization to help with the application process, I would recommend it. There's no comparison. It's just too much work. They worked around our schedule. These people were available. They assigned extremely kind essay writer. Just the way the conversations went were beautiful. She didn't want Shloka to talk about all these accomplishments. She wanted her to talk about life in general.
The results? Pittsburgh, Indiana, Ohio State Honors, UC San Diego, Case Western with scholarship, 5 admits, and a decision that felt completely her own.
When I was talking to Tanya ma'am, she was very neutral about helping me understand where I wanted to go. She wasn't like, okay, let's go this pathway or this pathway. Okay, how do you want to go about your college process? Do you want it to going into a feeder school working towards med school, or do you want to work on opportunities? That to me was a big deal because most of the people that were in my life at the time were telling me, oh, you should take this or you should take this. But Tanya ma'am was very, do you feel like there's a need for this? Do you feel like there's a need for that? And that really helped me debate what I wanted to do. I am going to UCSD on a pre-med track. I will be doing public health. I'm interested in becoming an oncologist, working in cancer awareness. And throughout my journey so far, I have been very much into the field of cancer treatment and research. So it's really something that I want to do. I feel like it's my life purpose.